Hello everybody, today we are here to study about anti-arrhythmic agents. As we know, anti-arrhythmic agents are the agents, as the name suggests, that there are some electrical impulse in cardiac system which leads to the conduction of blood, transmission of blood, circulation of blood to whole our system, to whole our body. For that our heart needs to pump, and this pumping action starts from SA node, then it goes to AV node, then bundle of His and left and right bundle branches, and lastly Purkinje fibers. Like this the conduction goes on in the cardiac system. Likewise, it conducts the blood in whole body. As we know, the normal, that is beats per minute, is 60 to 100 beats per minute. Less than 60 is called as bradycardia, whereas more than 100 is called as tachycardia. So, this is to maintain by our heart, but when there is a problem in the conduction system or when there is a problem in the rhythm of this heartbeat, then we call it arrhythmia. There are certain types, like I told you already, it's tachycardia, bradycardia, and two more are there. One is fibrillation and flutter. What happens in fibrillation? That means if you see the conduction of heart beat like this, the heartbeat conducts. When there is fibrillation, what happens? The distance between these two peaks, that is the PQRS peak, you see the peaks is sometimes it gets decreased, sometimes it gets increased. That means there is irregularity in between the peaks, that is called fibrillation. And what about flutter? Flutter is there are saw type waves coming in between these two peaks, that is PQRS peaks. In between PQRS first and PQRS second, there are certain saw like saw teeth like waves, we can see that. So, there are four abnormalities, there are four types of arrhythmias. What we have seen is bradycardia, tachycardia, one is fibrillation and the other is flutter. So, let us start with cardiac arrhythmia. को समझने से पहले हम लोग एक चीज़ समझते हैं, दैट इज़ कि हमारा जो नॉर्मल साइकिल है, जो हमारा कार्डियक साइकिल है, इसमें चार तरीके के फेजेस होते हैं, दैट इज़ फेज़ 0, फेज़ 1, फेज़ 2 एंड फेज़ 3. ये चारों फेजेस मिलके एक आपकी कार्डियक साइकिल बनाती है. ये चारों फेजेस हर बार प्रॉपरली मेंटेन होने चाहिए टू मेंटेन द कार्डियक rhythm, to maintain the cardiac heartbeat. So, as you can see, phase 0 consisting of depolarization, in which the sodium channels opens and there is an intake of sodium ions from extracellular fluid to intracellular. Then there is phase 1. Phase 1 is called as repolarization, in which the sodium channel closes and potassium channel opens. So, there is intake, there is exteriorly the potassium channels are open and potassium ions move outside from that cell. Next is phase 2, that is called as plateau phase, in which both these phases, that means depolarization and repolarization occurs together simultaneously. That is, sodium channel opens, sodium ion comes in, potassium channel opens, potassium ions goes out, and calcium channels also opens and calcium ions comes inside the cell. And last phase, that is called as phase 3, it is called as rapid repolarization. That means now the cell is going to a reset position. Before reset position, some changes are happening for preparing the cell for next cycle. That means for phase 0, the cell has to be reset. So, the phase 3 will be there, that is called as rapid repolarization, in which the sodium channel closes. So, there are no more intake of sodium ions, potassium channel opens, and there is a outgoing of potassium ions, and calcium channel closes. So, there is no intake of calcium channels. After this, it resets and again goes to phase 0, that means depolarization. That means again the cycle repeat on itself. That means intake of sodium channel, then outgoing of potassium channel, then all 3 channels will be open, sodium, potassium and calcium channels, and finally rapid repolarization happens. So, this is the basic cycle जिसमें कि हमें ये देखने को मिलता है कि आपका जो PQRS वेव है वो इसमें फॉर्म होगा इन फेजेस को पूरा करते हुए. सो लेट्स कम बैक टू द टॉपिक, दैट इज कार्डियक एरिथमियाज. जब इन फेजेस में रिदम की प्रॉब्लम हो जाती है, यानी ये 4 तरीके की प्रॉब्लम्स जो हमने अभी डिस्कस की थी, दैट इज ब्रैडिकार्डिया, टैकीकार्डिया, फाइब्रिलेशन या फिर फ्लटरिंग, इन चारों में से कोई भी प्रॉब्लम हमें देखने को मिलती है, देन हम कह देते हैं देयर इज अ प्रॉब्लम ऑफ कार्डियक एरिथमियाज. ओके, अगेन द सेम थिंग, abnormal impulse generation, triggered activity, abnormal impulse conduction, anything can happen which leads to arrhythmia. अगर impulse generation में problem है, that means there is a problem from starting from the SA node, then it will be called as abnormal impulse generation. But second is triggered activity, that means SA node से वो activity शुरू हो चुकी है, but in between, that means in between going to NA node या bundle of his 2 Purkinje fibers, anything is happening in between the activity, that will be your triggered activity. कोई भी अगर activity बीच में problem हो रही है. Next is abnormal impulse conduction. इन जगहों पे जहाँ पे आपका electric impulse conduct हो रहा है, वहाँ पे अगर कोई परेशानी आती है, that means impulse में कोई परेशानी आती है, that will be abnormal impulse conduction. Basically, this is the cycle. This is the classification of anti-arrhythmic drugs. There are certain classes like class 1, that is class 1 has 3 subdivisions, 1A, 1B and 1C, then class 2, class 3 and class 4. We have to study for class 1 in this class, class 1A basically. So, these classes having drugs, class 1A is having quinidine, procainamide, disopyramide, and what is the mechanism of action of this? Class 1A is generally called as sodium channel blockers. So, sodium channel blockers are those agents that actually class 1A, 1B and 1C all are sodium channel blockers. There is a mechanism, a little difference in the mechanism of 1A, 1B and 1C, that means the action of them. 1A is called as basically your 1A is moderate sodium channel blocker, 1B is weak sodium channel blockers, whereas 1C is a strong sodium channel blockers. So, we will study about 1A in this class. Class 1 is 1A, 1B, 1C as we discussed already. So, what will be the mechanism of action of 1A? These are fast blocking of sodium channels, and then there will be no intake of sodium channel, no further intake of sodium channel. That means what will happen? If you saw the, if I can go into the previous slide, what will happen? अगर class 1A that is sodium channel blocker, moderate sodium channel blocker हम यूज करेंगे तो व्हाट विल हैपन, यहाँ फेज 0 में जहाँ पे डीपोलराइजेशन हो रहा है और इनटेक ऑफ सोडियम आयन हो रहा है, दिस विल गोज स्टॉप्ड एंड फाइनली योर फेज 0 और depolarization action potential decreases, the action potential decreases of phase 0 and there will be no conduction, that means no intake of sodium channel. So, cardiac arrhythmia can be corrected on in phase 0 only by using your 1A drugs, class 1A drugs. Okay. So, this is the basic mechanism of action, that means it works on phase 0. Next drug of your class 1A, that is quinidine. Where it can be used? Quinidine can be used in the problems like ventricular tachycardia, tachyarrhythmias, as we discussed tachycardia, tachyarrhythmias, that means there is a problem in the conduction of the rhythm, the normal beats per minute, that is normally that is 60 to 100, but if it is more than 100, that is called as tachycardia, whereas it is less than 60, then it will be called as bradycardia. If there is a problem in that, that will be called as ventricular tachycardia, that means there is a conduction problem in ventricular region. So, ventricle tachyarrhythmias, and it is also used in the termination of ventricular tachycardia as well. Okay. So, quinidine, which is general medicine given in anti-malaria, antipyretic it is, skeletal muscle relaxant, and it has a atropine like action. So, this is the structure for your quinidine, as you can see. Next, what is the chemistry? We have to see about the chemistry. We are studying about the medicinal chemistry. So, we have to learn about the chemistry of quinidine a little bit. That means, quinidine is composed of a quinoline ring and a bicyclic quiniklidine ring system. A quinoline ring system, it is a quinoline ring system where it is attached with the quiniklidine ring system and which is connected, these two rings are connected with hydroxymethylene bridge. So, these two ring systems are connected with hydroxymethylene bridge, so giving a full structure of your quinidine. If you see closely, so quinidine has two nitrogens in it. These two nitrogens are basic in nature and the nitrogens are responsible for the activity in cardiac arrhythmias. And the basic character of quinidine plays an important role in solubility of quinidine, that means it will become water soluble. So, it is very important to make the medicine water soluble so that we can take it orally as well. The salts include quinidine sulfate, gluconate and polygalactourate, uronate. Okay. So, these are the agents, these are the salts which are included. Next is your next drug is your procainamide. Procainamide is having again same action like quinidine. Procainamide is used in the patients where quinidine is not properly working, where the action of quinidine is not properly seen. So, procainamide is used. It is used in premature atrial contractions. That means, I told you we discussed about the phases, phase 0, phase 1, 2 and 3 of your normal cardiac cycle. So, what is happening there? अगर उसमें से किसी भी phase में कोई phase अगर कम duration का हो गया या कोई phase अगर ज़्यादा duration का हो गया तो वहाँ arrhythmia cause हो गया. So, every phase has to be for their particular time interval to maintain the rhythm. So, what will happen? The procainamide will use when there is a premature atrial contractions. That means कोई ना कोई wave या कोई ना कोई आपका जो phase है वो कहीं ना कहीं इफेक्ट हो रहा है. That means premature atrial contraction में इसको use कर सकते हैं. Why atrial contraction? हमें पता है our heart is divided into 4 chambers, 2 parts, that is atria and ventricle, right and left atria and right and left ventricle. So, there are 4 chambers. तो जब atrial contraction premature होगा then it will be used, procainamide will be used in this, and then paroxysmal atrial tachycardia. So I think tachycardia, bradycardia में difference और fibrillation and flutter में difference हमें समझ में आ गया है. So next is the chemistry of procainamide. If you see the structure of procainamide here, so what we can say is procainamide, it is not active orally because it is having a very shorter distance duration of action. सो अगर ओरली ले रहे हैं और शॉर्ट ड्यूरेशन ऑफ एक्शन है तो इसकी इफेक्टिविटी बहुत कम हो जाएगी या फिर नल हो जाएगी. दैट्स वाई प्रोकेनामाइड कैन नॉट बी टेकन ओरली. बट अगर इसमें कुछ केमिकल मॉडिफिकेशंस किए जा सकें तो इसका हाइड्रोलिसिस रोका जा सकता है एंड इट विल बी एज इफेक्टिव एज एनी अदर ड्रग. सो टिपिकल मॉडिफिकेशन कैन बी डन was the isotropic replacement of the ester group with the amide group. See the structure again. This portion we are talking about. यहाँ पे ester group को replace out करके amide group add किया गया and then with an amide group the produced orally active procainamide which is more resistant towards enzymatic and chemical hydrolysis. So by doing certain changes in the structure, it will be seen that now the procainamide can be used orally. So to by doing the small changes and it will be more resistant now towards both enzymatic and chemical hydrolysis. Then metabolites of procainamide includes para-aminobenzoic acid and N-cetyl procainamide. Interestingly, a fact is that the acetylated metabolite is also as effective as other drug, other procainamide intermediates, derivatives. Next drug in this class is disopyramide. The activity, the mechanism of disopyramide is again same as we can see. Disopyramide, it produces a negative inotropic effect that is greater than weak effect exerted by quinidine and procainamide. That means again जहाँ पे quinidine और procainamide यूज़ उनका वर्क नहीं हो पाता है, क्विनिडीन और प्रोकेनामाइड अपना प्रॉपर इफेक्ट नहीं दिखा पाते हैं, वहाँ पे डाइसोपिरामिड यूज़ किया जाता है. इट शोज अ नेगेटिव आइनोट्रोपिक इफेक्ट. नेगेटिव आइनोट्रोपिक इफेक्ट इज इट वीकेंस द हार्ट्स कॉन्ट्रैक्शन एंड स्लोज द हार्ट रेट. दैट मीन्स हार्ट का जो कॉन्ट्रैक्शन है इसको स्लो कर देना बाई हार्ट का जो कॉन्ट्रैक्शन है इसको वीक कर देना बाय स्लोइंग द रेट. दैट मीन्स जो हमारी एरिथमिया की प्रॉब्लम हो रही थी वो वीक हो जाएगी, वो कम हो जाएगी बाय यूजिंग डाइआइसोपिरामिड. Disopyramide produces a negative inotropic effect that is greater than weak effect exerted by quinidine and procainamide, and unlike the latter drug, disopyramide, it causes peripheral vasoconstriction. It causes peripheral, that means the sideways, the side parts, periphery, there it causes the vasoconstriction. So where it can be used? It can be used in ventricular tachycardias. AF and AFI are atricular fibrillation and atricular flutter. Okay, it can be used. The synthesis of disopyramide, which is given in our syllabus, it is when benzyl nitrile, this is the benzyl nitrile, reacts with 2-chloro, second position chloro, 2-chloropyridine. When benzyl nitrile reacts with 2-chloropyridine and in presence of sodium amide, that is NaNH2, and it reacts, it gives an intermediate which then reacts with 2-diisopropylamino ethyl chloride. 2-diisopropylamino ethyl chloride. Okay. So जब इससे react करता है then it will be formation of your intermediate again, and then it reacts with H2SO4 in the environment of H2SO4 acidic environment, it converted into diisopyramide. So this is the synthesis of diisopyramide. Next, the references. So, we want to see a quick review about our cardiac arrhythmias. So, what we were discussed about cardiac arrhythmias is a disease in which your proper conduction of heartbeat, the rhythm of your heartbeat is affected. There are many causes of that, there are many things which affect your cardiac arrhythmias like smoking, alcoholism, sedentary lifestyle, or eating junk food so much that causes these type of problems in it causes arrhythmias because there are associated problems with that. So, cardiac arrhythmias is basically your disease which is root cause of many other diseases. So, we need to properly maintain our lifestyle, we need to stop the causes for creating this type of problems. So, phases, again I want to repeat the phases so that we cannot turn that thing. There are 4 phases: phase 0, phase 1, phase 2 and phase 3. Phase 0, there is depolarization, that is when the sodium channels open and intake of sodium channel from extracellular to intracellular part, that means intake of sodium happens. Then that is phase 1, that is repolarization phase, and there is a out of sodium channels will be closed here and potassium channels will go out from intercellular space to the outer cellular part. Then phase 2, that is called as plateau, which is a combination of these 2 phases, that is phase 0 and phase 1, that is depolarization and repolarization, in which your sodium channel opens again and intake of sodium channel happens. Potassium channel opens again, potassium channel goes out from intercells to exterior cells, and calcium channel opens and there is intake of calcium ions. And last is phase 3, that is rapid repolarization, that means again the cycle has to be reset for doing the phase 0 activity. So, rapid repolarization, as we can see, intake of sodium channel is closed, calcium channel intake again closed, but opening of potassium channel. So, the extra potassium which was inside the cell, it goes outside and again the cycle repeats itself, that means phase 0 again happens. So, the cycle run on itself. So, there is a graph formed in between 2 things, that is time and the potential. Time is in milliseconds, because as we know the heartbeat in a minute the heart beats from 60 to 100, that means some milliseconds are required for completing the phases. So, like that our normal heartbeat conducts normally, that is from 60 to 100. Next, what we discussed about what are the main problems, what are the main things which causes the arrhythmia, that is if there is abnormal impulse generation, if there is any triggered activity and there is any abnormal impulse conduction happens, then the arrhythmia, we can see this problem arrhythmia. Next, we discussed about anti-arrhythmic drugs. In this class, we discussed about class 1A. I told you there are 3 divisions of class 1, that is 1A, 1B and 1C. All 3 of them are sodium channel blockers, but we discussed 1A here and that is called as moderate sodium channel blocker. 1B will be called as weak channel blocker, weak sodium channel blockers, and 1C will be your strong sodium channel blockers. So, 1A, that is moderate sodium channel blockers, that means we can see this class drugs from this class can be used maximum time. We discussed again what is the mechanism of action, that means what we discussed is class 1A or class 1 that are called as sodium channel blocker, that actually affects the phase 0, that is your depolarization phase. ये depolarization phase को affect करके सोडियम चैनल जो ओपन हो रहे हैं फॉर नेक्स्ट फॉर अ फ्रेश साइकिल उसको क्लोज करेगा एंड देन अल्टीमेटली आपका सोडियम चैनल इनटेक बंद होगा. सो आपका जो कंडक्शन है वो थोड़ा सा वीक हो जाएगा एंड वी कैन करेक्ट द एरिथमियाज. So the mechanism of action, there were 4 drugs: quinidine, procainamide, disopyramide and morisazine. These 4 drugs are there, but in our syllabus we have to study about synthesis of disopyramide, the chemistry of quinidine and procainamide. So we studied about that. So next we studied about the quinidine. The structure of quinidine, it is very easy. If you can understand, if you see, you can make the structure very easily. There are 2 different ring systems which ultimately is joined by a bridge. So very easy to make. We studied about the chemistry of quinidine. That means the quinidine is I just told you about these 2 ring systems which are connected with a bridge. So the ring systems which are, the first ring is your quinoline ring and the second is quinacridine ring, which are connected with a bridge, that is your hydroxymethylene bridge. It is connecting these 2 bridges and the basic activity, the quinidine shows the activity because of the 2 nitrogens which are present in the structure. These 2 nitrogen shows very basic nature, hence that is showing water solubility. That is why we can take this quinidine orally. Quinidine is again medicine for anti-malarial, it is an anti-malarial agent. So basically the primary medicine is quinidine is for as anti-malarial agent and it is also used in arrhythmias. Whereas procainamide, same activity as quinidine, but a little different thing, that is patients who are not responding towards quinidine are given with procainamides, because procainamide is having the same mechanism of action, but the receptor where it acts is a little different. So it is used in premature atrial contraction and paroxysmal atrial tachycardia. This is the chemistry of procainamide which we studied. So procainamide was not orally, earlier it was not orally taken because it has a very small duration of action. Then there are certain modifications which were done in the molecules, that is isotropic replacement of ester with an amide group, which gives it an duration of action increasement, and then it will be then it can be used as orally taken drug. Then disopyramide, mechanism of action of disopyramide is it shows negative inotropic effect. What I told you about negative inotropic effect is, the negative inotropic means it weakens the conduction and slows down, weakens the conduction basically of the cycles. So if there is any arrhythmia present, it will be corrected by using disopyramide. This is the synthesis, these are the references. The chemistry part of the drugs or the cycle arrhythmic drugs was taken from FOIs. You can study it from FOI. You can check the synthesis part from synthesis of essential drugs by Rubin Vardanian and Victor Rudy, and the biology part or the ecology part was taken from Essentials of Medicine Pharmacology and Pharmacology, that is Lippincotts. And the Berger is used for the classification which is taken, and the structure part for the that the structure parts are okay or not, that was checked by Berger medicinal chemistry. You can use these references, and best of luck for you. The antiarrhythmic agent class 1 is ended here. We will see you in next class. Thank you.